Welcome inside the John M. Huntsman Center on the campus of the University of Utah, the side of the 2024 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSL Sports. Your quarterfinal matchup, the Syracuse Titans and the Skyridge Falcons. Dusty Litster with you. So glad to have you along with this. Skyridge is a final team from a year ago, trying to get back to the semifinals for another consecutive year. I think it'll be their third consecutive year they can pull this one off. They come off the big win against Lehigh at Lehigh in the second round of the state tournament. And it's good to see Cambry Blackham back on the floor along with Mercedes Mealy. I hadn't heard if she was going to be back yet, and it seems like I thought I heard them say Mercedes Mealy is on the floor, and she is, along with Bella Sika, Shea Toole, and Portia Hugh. Syracuse comes in, haven't had a great year. Davis got upset earlier by Region 2's Corner Canyon. As we start right off the tip, it's inside, and it's Cambry Blackham right off the opening tip. And they're going to go into full court pressure. They're trying to see if they can get the Titans sped up. Got the ball inside, and we're tied at 2. And on the bucket there is Courtney Barker. So up the floor with Cambry Blackham. Now a senior. Hard to think it's been 4 years for Cambry Blackham. He's our reigning 6A player of the year. As there's Shea Toole, send that ball over to Sika. Bella send that up top to Portia Hugh. Now outside to Cambry. And Cambry dribbles that off her leg. And they're going to say off of number 4, Cammie King. .11 seconds on the shot clock. There's the inbound into Mercedes Mealy. Mealy will pull it inside the free throw line. Too strong. Rebound loose. Jump ball. Possession will belong to Syracuse. This is going to be a highly contested game. If you got Mealy and Cambry Blackham back on the floor, this is going to be highly contested. As that ball goes out of bounds off of Cammie King. The winner of this game will take on Copper Hills, the number 1 overall seed in the 6A state tournament. Shaylee Nielsen, the reigning 6A coach of the year for Rewind. On the sidelines for Skyridge. And Hamblin, the head coach of Syracuse. That three does not go for Mealy. And the rebound taken by the Titans. Back up the floor. Here's Maylee Anderson. Sent out for 3. Little long. The backside board to Cammie King. She goes back up and in. And it is 4-2. Skyridge with the lead. Shea Toole goes over to Shea up top, skip it to Sika. Sika is fouled on the drive. The foul will go to Maylee Anderson. And it'll be inbound along the baseline for the Falcons. Last game of the day. And we'll go into the 5A semis tomorrow. Inbound into Mealy. She couldn't get that one to go on the rebound taken by King. And now we have a defensive foul against Skyridge. And the foul goes on Shea Toole. Officials tonight: Janet Page, Talon Shinoth, and Ian Hess. Inside, a little turnaround, goes for Courtney Barker. Courtney Barker was part of the Utah Top 50. And he gets an early bucket and a 4-point advantage for Syracuse. Portia Hugh gives that one up to Sika. Now Shea Toole back over to Sika in the corner. Now Cambry Blackham. Cambry tried to send that one out. And now another jump ball, and it will stay here with Skyridge.
Skyridge. In for the Falcons, number 10. Lillian Meyer at 22. Ariana Miyaki.
As the ball trying to go in the high post. Still loose and taken by Syracuse, and then we'll have a traveling violation. Let's see if we can catch this one on a replay. I might have gone back just a little too far. So trying to go to the high post. Now you can go from hip to hip. Takes it on her knee. Yeah, it goes back. That is a traveling violation. As that one's stolen on the inbound. Barker with the loose ball. And down the floor. As that little left-hander goes. That's Maylee Anderson. And it's a 6-point lead for the Titans. Blackham puts her head down, send to the corner. That was Peterson, now a steal. Sent ahead to the rim and the finish for Avery Sanders. And a quick 8-point lead for Syracuse as Courtney Barker with the block. Oh, Barker was open on the backside, didn't see her. Sanders to Anderson, get it back up top. As they're going to try to break down this 2-3 zone. Barker gets it back along the baseline, sends it up top. Sanders sends out for 3. It looked online and off the mark. Cammie King had the rebound, or probably missed the 3. Barker fighting for the board. And the foul goes on Shea Toole. That'll be her second personal. We just caught the back end of that one. Oh, probably goes on Maylee Anderson. No, they did goes on Shea Toole. Shea did a good job trying to sell that to get the basketball back for Skyridge. Shea Toole now with 2 fouls. That's come off the floor. Fresh shot clock for Syracuse off the timeout. Here's Avery Sanders. Goes away from the screen, down the lane. A little wide, and the rebound taken by Skyridge. On the run with Hamlin. But Blackham sends that one out to Sika. Back over to Cambry. Bella sends it back out. Cambry Blackham from the corner is good. So Blackham with the triple. Quickly back up the floor, Courtney Barker. Barker goes at Blackham, slapped away, maybe off her leg. Fisher was shielded on that. And they say no. Just out of bounds off of Blackham with quick hands. Yeah, that went off the thigh of Barker. But there's no appeal to the outside official. Send that in to Cammie King. 3 on the way for Sanders is long. And it'll be Skyridge basketball. 3:24 left in the first quarter. Our coverage presented by Heidemann & Associates. Go to utah.law. Nearest you, get a free consultation. Let them know that Rewind sent you. Flat rate law firm. They're going to bill you by the hour. That's Heidemann & Associates. Seek it down the baseline. Turns it over. On the run with Avery Sanders. Anderson sends it back out to Barker. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Barker, lob, nice pass inside, just mishandled by Olivia Sorensen, and we'll have a foul on Sorensen on the backside of that play. That'll be the second team foul, and the first on Sorensen.
Number 25, Grace Thomas.
Checking in is Grace Thomas. She comes in for Cammie King. Can 5-point Titan lead. We'll be back tomorrow with the 4 5A semifinal games. This game started 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As that ball is loose, taken away by Syracuse for a moment. Blackham got it back. Let's try to send it across, and it's stolen. go the other way. The layup off the mark from Grace Thomas. Loose ball. And possession arrow points the way of Skyridge. I dare say the effort level will be very high in this ball game, if evidenced by anything we've seen in the first 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
In for Skyridge, number 10, William Meyer.
William Meyer comes on for Cambry Blackham. Quickly in. Barker traveled, got a little happy feet at the end of that as she shuffled him. And the NBA, that's okay, but not in a league that uses the rules. And Mealy bumped out of bounds along the baseline. Good to see Mercedes Mealy, the junior, back on the floor. As I was mentioning in the game before, I wasn't sure. I heard she'd gotten hurt before the season started. I'm not seeing a knee brace or anything. As we know, Cambry Blackham, we did our award show last year, and Cambry had just had her knee surgery. And that was in, I believe it was in April when we did that award show finally. We got that into Mealy, and Mercedes can't get it, gets her own rebound. And she'll back things out and reset. This is Butters. Sends it back to Sika. Bella Sika terminates, goes into Butters at the high post. Back out to Butters, slapped away by Barker. Nice play by Courtney Barker. Yeah, and on top of the ball. A minute 33 left. Here comes Cambry Blackham. And coming off the floor is Jada Smith. Mealy up top to Blackham inside of a minute and a half left. 8 on the shot clock. Mealy's shot no good. Sika gets the rebound. Goes back up. He doesn't get it. Rebound to Mealy. And Mercedes Mealy gets her first points.
Rebound basket. Mercedes Mealy.
Quickly getting numbers on the other end are the Titans. And Barker again shuffled her feet down low. This length is this causing her to second guess herself? She has the bucket. Butters goes by, and she clearly shuffled her feet. And now a chance to get within one or tie with the 3 for Skyridge. Blackham into Mealy, the wraparound of Barker. And I think they just called this on Barker. And
First, 14. At the line, 23, Mercedes Mealy.
And the free throw good for Mercedes Mealy. I always tend to mention this because I was a big fan of her father when I was a kid. And the daughter of Atula Mealy, the former All-American tight end at BYU, was a draft pick and a longtime tight end of Mike Holmgren in Seattle. She goes 1 of 2, and now Bella Sika draws a foul. We'll put her at the line to shoot 2 and a chance to tie the game at 10. But Mercedes Mealy's dad, Atula, was an absolute stud at tight end. He shredded his knee against Wyoming in the '96 WAC championship game, the first ever WAC championship game. And did not get a play in the Cotton Bowl, but as I mentioned, played for the Seattle Seahawks for a bunch of years, was part of the NFC championship team in 2005 before they were robbed of a touchdown and a couple big plays in the Super Bowl 40 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. As we're now tied at 10. Oh, this, Sanders may have gotten away with a travel there, but tied up at 10. About a 14-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Maybe Sanders trying to decide what she wants. Go inside of 10 seconds in the shot clock. Barker stripped away by Cambry Blackham. A jump ball. And once again, the arrow changes as it goes to Skyridge. Nice job of pouncing on that opportunity by Cambry Blackham. 19.7 left in the quarter. Sika, a nice hand by Maylee Anderson, knocked it out of bounds. 9.4 left. Quickly gets this into Blackham. She reverses, stepped out of traveling violation. Let's take this one back and see if we can get a look at it. As they're going to inbound, so we might not get a look. Courtney Barker gets this ahead, and it's stolen by Blackham. She'll still have a shot at the rim. Blackham down the lane and lays it in. It was a quick start for Syracuse. But back comes Skyridge, and they close out the quarter with a 2-point lead as Cambry Blackham gets the steal on the inbound, takes it down the floor, and Skyridge leads 12-10. We go to the second quarter. You're watching the 6A state tournament on KSLSports.com. Welcome back into the Huntsman Center. Let's take you to our handles. Trivia question of the game. This is not the first playoff matchup between Skyridge and Syracuse. What is the playoff series record overall? Again, this is not the first playoff matchup between Skyridge and Syracuse. So what is the playoff series record? Give us who has won the games, who's won what games, and if you know the years, then even better. But again, not the first time that Skyridge and Syracuse have played each other in the playoffs. Who has won those games, and what years have they played? Start of the second quarter, it was Syracuse with a quick start. Skyridge battled back, and now they have the lead, 12-10. As they go backside, little jumper is there for Grace Thomas. Nice start for Syracuse. As that ball goes out of bounds and back to the Titans. Avery Sanders is a ball in the front court. Try to skip that to Thomas. That is off of her hands. And the ball goes back to the Falcons. So tied at 12, sending that ball in the corner. Got it back to Cambry Blackham along the baseline. Now it's Mealy out to Butters. Moyai can't get that one. Loose ball in the hands of Butters, and she scores. Sadie Butters puts Skyridge back on top. Syracuse comes right back down the floor, and Avery Sanders knocks down the little jumper. And we're tied again at 14. Mealy, short on the three, tracks down her own rebound, goes back inside, scoop it up, no, and the rebound taken by Cammie King. Mealy goes after the steal and is going to be called for the foul. Oh, the hustle of Mealy. Shea Toole comes back on with Bella Sika as Moyai and Mealy will come off the floor.
Now in the game for the Falcons, Judy Shea Toole.
Straight away three, a little long, and the rebound to Toole. Shea gives that to Sika. Bella along the baseline. Left a little sharp, got her own rebound. That's out of bounds off of, I'm going to say that one off of Avery Sanders. So Kaya Perkins comes on. Sister Donya Perkins. I mean, I'm guessing Donya Perkins, her older sister, was very, very good in her years at Skyridge. Part of that team last year. Bella Sika, no. And that ball's out of bounds off of Portia Hugh. And it's Titan basketball. And nice job of coming back on this press to get the ball. Send it back to Cambry Blackham. Bella Sika thought about three, now to Cambry. Blackham gets down the lane around Barker and scores. Nice take and make by Cambry Blackham. And the press still on from Skyridge. So the ball in the middle of the court. Courtney Barker into Shea Toole and count the hoop. Luckily for Shea not to pick up foul number 3. And Blackham is fouled by Araya Peterson, as you see the finish here for Courtney Barker. 16 all, about 5 minutes left in the half. Fire that ball into Mealy. Mealy will jump it up, no. Rebound, tied up, and then a jump ball. Possession will stay with Skyridge. There's that again, tipped out of bounds by Mealy. Send that along the baseline, and Perkins dribbles that one off of a Syracuse defender. Ball will stay with the Falcons. Again, Dane Stewart not feeling too hot. Send him home. You get ready for tomorrow's semifinal games. You know he wasn't feeling great. As that ball's loose and picked up by Syracuse. Then a steal to Portia Hugh. Give it up to Mercedes Mealy, who lays it in. And once again, Skyridge goes ahead by a bucket. This full court press is working. Quickly ahead, Courtney Barker can't control the pass. And the ball will go back to Skyridge. Try to fit that along the baseline. Barker with the steal. And then a timeout granted to Coach Hamblin. A 30-second timeout. Utah Facial Plastics timeout. I want to thank Utah Facial Plastics for their support of KSL Sports Rewind. They are the sponsor of our replay and also of our timeouts. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. Is what we say we're in sports, right? But also in life as we get older, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you work good. You are good. You feel much better, and that's what Utah Facial Plastics is all about, helping you. It's not just about cosmetics. If you want to look better, yes, they're there to help you, but also if you have deviated septums and different things that need attention that you've been putting off, let the professionals and let the doctors at Utah Facial Plastics help you out. Also, hair restoration is available at Utah Facial Plastics. Give them a call, 801-960-3137. They have offices in Draper and in Layton. They're there to help you out. Again, 801-960-3137. And as I've been saying, Dr. Doug Henstrom's my doctor. I turned 40, had this little crease in my forehead that kind of drives me crazy. I was noticing it deeper and deeper as I've gotten older, and he's helping me out with that as well. So, 2-point lead for Skyridge as Syracuse looking to tie or take the lead with a 3. They're looking inside to Sorensen, having to work it around the outside. Around the outside is the jumper from the junction. Won't go for Barker. Rebound to Butters. Belasica hands back to Hamblin. They're probably Cambry Blackham. Game 8. Folks, I apologize if I mixed up a couple of names. That ball goes out of bounds, intended for Butters. We'll go back to Syracuse.
For the Falcons, number 10, Lillian Meyer.
Lillian Meyer will check back in for the Falcons. Again, our trivia question is, this is not the first time that Skyridge and Syracuse have met up in the state tournament. What is the record all-time in the state tournament between these two schools? As the jumper from Sorensen, no good. Rebound to Shea Toole. That ball tipped and then taken away. Cammie King with that steal. I'll hand off Maylee Anderson. Anderson in the lane, jump it and score it. Tied up at 18. This is starting to feel like the Corner Canyon game that went to overtime. Corner Canyon had the upset of Davis in overtime. Move on to the semifinals, take on Lone Peak. As that pass inside to Butters, gets there, finds an open player, could not get it to goal. Lillian Meyer, the rebound to Syracuse. As we go quickly ahead, here's Barker. Barker will throw back up top as we are inside of 2 minutes left in the first half. Deep three, no. Rebound loose, Barker giving chase, it goes out of bounds. And Skyridge basketball. And the take and make by Cambry Blackham. And Skyridge back ahead by a bucket. Here's Sorensen. She didn't move her pivot foot. Her left foot skipped. You can move 1 foot as Maylee Anderson left that one short. And the rebound to Shea Toole. And again, sometimes that little half step trying to get her balance makes it look like a traveling violation, but the feet move, not the body. Could the feet move? And only one did. So 20-18. As here's Shea, sends that one across. Lily Meyer, now Blackham sends it back out. Shea Toole, short on the three, and the rebound taken by Sorensen. Can gonna force it ahead. Cammie King and Cambry Blackham. She's got a nose for the ball. Reigning 6A player of the year with a big play. Down the lane, Cambry Blackham. Can't get it to go, but she is fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Cambry Blackham looking like Cambry. You see, we just get the head of steam. Just couldn't get it to drop. Her sister also led Skyridge to a couple of semifinal, well, 8th semifinal trip. Was here at the University of Utah. Her senior year of high school. And I believe it's still at UVU. Always bring me up when we were here. And I was shooting free throws, and I missed a couple. And said, see, no one says anything to him. Made me feel great. And a 4-point lead. And by the way, I was shooting on that tunnel side, too. Barker tried to get that in, and Cambry Blackham knocks it away. 37 seconds left in the half. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Get that ball inside. Brought it down. Sorensen had it stolen by Cambry Blackham. I think she's feeling more like herself. Coach Nielsen says, hey, we want the final shot of the half. And remember, they'll be swapping sides. Let's see if the trend continues. 10 seconds. Come off the screen. Blackham. Oh, good defense from Syracuse. They want to jump ball and did not come. Blackham on the baseline. Doesn't go. And that will do it for the first half of play. Hotly contested 2 quarters. And as we go to the break, it is Skyridge 22 and Syracuse 18. You're watching the 2022 6A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. We'll step aside when we come back. It will start of the third quarter. Dusty Litster with you here from the Huntsman Center. As well, our 6A semifinals will be set at the conclusion of this game. This should be a terrific finish in the second half. We're going to find out if mine and Dane Stewart's observations continue to hold strong, which is the right side of the floor is far easier just for teams to seem to shoot better on the right side of the floor versus the left. We'll see if it holds up. They send that ball to the baseline. Barker back up top, high post. Now it's Sorensen setting and shooting, a little short. Rebound to Portia Hugh. And now down the floor with Camry Blackham. Camry tried to fit that into the high post, and it's kicked by Cammie King. Shea Toole gives that one up to Mealy. Seven seconds. 5 on the shot clock. Camry Blackham weaves her way through, puts it up, no. 2 seconds, 1, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Good defense by Syracuse. Leading scorer in the half was Camry Blackham with 13 points. And for Syracuse, leading scorer was Courtney Barker with 6. And that pass wide of Barker, and the ball will go back down the floor with the Falcons up 4. It was 8 of 25 shooting for Skyridge in the first half, 9 of 19 for Syracuse. $16 total rebounds for Skyridge as Blackham tried to fit that ball to Mealy, a little low and out of bounds. So a few empty possessions to get started in the second half. And then contested on the play there by Shea Toole. The ball goes out of bounds, and it is Skyridge basketball. And that ball knocked down and taken away. Good hands by Maylee Anderson. Sorensen sends that out. Anderson down the lane, floated up, back rimmed. Rebound loose, taken by Shea Toole. She fires it ahead to Mealy. Mercedes tracks it down, 1-2, and lay in. Nice find by Shea Toole. And Mercedes Mealy makes it a 6-point game, the largest lead of the night for the Falcons, as there's a foul in the full court pressure. The foul goes to Portia Hugh.
First team foul. On the floor, Skyridge 22, Ariane.
3 on the way, and good. Maylee Anderson got herself a little bit of space, a little much like a Ginobili space. Knocks down the 3, and it's a 24-21 game. Skyridge to the lead in the bowl. Portia tried to fit that inside, goes off the foot of Sorensen, and now we'll have a loose ball foul. And this is going against Skyridge and on Portia Hugh. Number 2 on Portia. Second team foul on the Falcons is now got room as they send that ahead to Barker. Barker going to pull up and hit. Courtney Barker now with 8 points. Shea Toole bring that ball near side to Mealy. In a 1-point game, 24-23. Try to send that through, and Sorensen comes away with the loose ball. Now ahead, here's Sanders. Sanders lost the handle trying to make the pass to go over the top of Camry Blackham and throws it away. And the ball will go back to Skyridge. Both teams making some uncharacteristic mistakes in the start of the second half. You see this pass here. No, she has an easy two. She can get the ball to her. And the ball slips out of her hand. Timeout on the floor. Coach Shaylee Nielsen, a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching the 2024 6A state tournament.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
I want to thank UCCU. They are the main sponsor of KSL's Game Night Live and KSL Sports Rewind throughout all year long, and all the championships on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships, and their title sponsor is UCCU. Bella Sika hands that ball back to Camry Blackham as Blackham sends out to Moyai. Moyai can't get that one to go. So now it's a chance to take the lead for Syracuse. It was a 6-point deficit just moments ago. Courtney Barker from the corner didn't pull on it. Tried to go to Sorensen, and Shea Toole knocks it loose. Down the floor with Ariane Moyai. Moyai goes into Sorensen, blocked away. Now on the run with Avery Sanders. They got numbers 3-on-2. She lobs it into Barker, goes up. Barker is fouled and put her at the line to shoot two. Nice job around the floor by the track athlete from Syracuse. Gets the foul on Shea Toole. Oh no, the foul goes to Bella Sika. Number 1 on Bella. I think they said number 2. Bella Sika turned around like, I wasn't there. Let's take this one quick look again. Yeah, that's got to be on Shea Toole, number 2. And if it is on Shea, it's number 3. As Lillian Meyer comes on the floor. And the free throw is good, and the 1-point lead for Syracuse. 25-24, 3:45 left in the third quarter. Here's Mealy. Now Meyer up top of Blackham. Butters goes out. Mercedes Mealy. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Camry Blackham weaves her way through. Sends out to Bella Sika. No. Rebound to Butters. Swatted away by Sorensen. Loose ball tracked down by Syracuse. Going all the way to the rim. Scoop it up. Too strong. And the rebound taken by Butters. Coach Brayden Hamlin is trying to get his team back on defense. Here comes Mealy. She lost the ball. Now to Bella Sika. And Sika is hit and takes a tumble. We'll see where this foul goes. Foul to 35. That's on Sorensen. You see right there, not kind of. She bumps her to the floor. They get that ball into Mealy. The baseline J rattled home. And the seesaw continues 26-25 as Skyridge stays in the full court pressure, and Courtney Barker mishandles the pass. It goes out of bounds, and the ball back to Skyridge. And I was about to say that full court pressure just didn't hold up. Barker mishandles the pass. And the great ball handling's all for naught. And a chance for Skyridge to increase their lead. Meyer to the corner, Belasica down the baseline and scores, and it's a three-point game. Long three, no. Rebound to Mealy. Sika can't handle the pass, and the ball is now in possession of the Syracuse Titans as Kaya Perkins comes back on along with Portia Hugh. Skip that to Barker. Barker back up top to Avery Sanders. Courtney Barker, long on the triple, and the rebound to Mercius. Mealy goes into Barker, lost the handle, and that is Syracuse basketball. Shea Toole comes on for Mealy. Quickly ahead, here's Barker with the flyby from Blackham, and it's a one-point game, 28-27, 12 points now for Barker. Toole to Blackham, and Blackham is fouled on that take. And the foul to Sanders, see her get that arm stuck, gets caught in there. 1:11 left in the third. Blackham dropping into Shea Toole, sends it back out to Portia Hugh, nobody home. And a turnover once again. These teams combined for 24 turnovers in the first half. Still haven't seen the answer come in on our trivia question. This is not the first time these two have met in the playoffs. What is the record for each team in this matchup in the playoffs? On the drive, the shot won't go. Loose ball, tracked down and sent into the hands of Meyer. Meyer quickly ahead to Shea Toole. Shea takes the bump and will go to the line. The foul will be charged to Maylee Anderson. It'll be the third team foul for the Titans. And Shea misses the first. And makes his second. So 2-point lead, 29-27. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Here comes Syracuse out of the press. Baseline jumper is there. Cammie King ties us up at 20. And for Cammie King, she's got 4 points. Points have been hard to come by tonight. A lot of turnovers, some good defense. This is going to be a terrific fourth quarter. And the winner will move on to the semifinal to take on the number 1 seed at Copper Hills Grizzlies. Blackham over to Hugh. She loses the handle. And fitting that the third quarter ends with defense. As we go to the fourth quarter, we're all tied up at 29. You're watching the 2024 6A State Tournament on KSLSports.com, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by NutriCost. Use the code UTAHMADE. You get 30% off of your supplement order.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
Start of the fourth quarter, Dusty Litster with you. All tied up at 29. The winner moves on to take on the #1 overall seed Copper Hills on Wednesday. Cambry Blackham goes baseline, try to leave it there for Mealy. Got out to Sika. Blackham from the corner, short. And the rebound taken by Cammie King. And full court pressure from Skyridge. Trying to speed up the Titans. Sorensen sends that ball out to Avery Sanders. Back to the corner. The three on the way. Was on line. Comes off. And in the hands of Bella. Bella on the push. Bella into the defender. Missed the layup. Good job at not giving up the foul by Avery Sanders. And we'll send the ball back up top to reset the offense for Coach Hamblin. In the lane, thought to get a call, did not. Grace Thomas gets it back. Drop it into Sorensen. Sorensen finds on the side, and the layup is missed by Cammie King. Board and run out with Skyridge. The defense has sped up these teams where open layups and looks just are rushed and then missed as Blackham tries to send that inside and does to Mealy. Gets it back out. Skip over to Bella Sika, and Sika is blocked away by Sorensen. Swimming is on the brain. Bella Sims killed it at the SEC conferences. She broke the Florida 200 IM record. And why is that important to us? Is because during the pandemic, we did a ton of swimming. Bella Sims was a 14-year-old phenom. Has now been a Olympic team member and a world's member of the USA swim team, now at the University of Florida. Send that in. Cambry Blackham traveled. Thomas able to get through the defense on the dribble. Got a 3-on-1. Gets forced to leave it at the rim. The loose ball taken by Sorensen. She gets it to Courtney Barker. Coach Hamblin. We covered Braden Hamblin. It's just kind of fun to watch this. Well, he was an Offensive Player of the Year for us, I think. An award winner at Deseret News Rewind. Maybe not. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need. This is NutriCost Kids Vitamin D Gummies. They contain a child's daily dose of vitamin D for a healthy immune system. They taste amazing, kids love them, and they're low in sugar. Easy for parents, great for kids.
Welcome back. Dusty Litster with you. Inbound into Thomas. Now Courtney Barker passes up the shot. Give it back to Avery Sanders. Sanders goes to Sorensen. Now Thomas. Someone's got to cut to the hole. 15 on the shot clock. Barker on the other side. Tough pass taken away by Mealy. Here's Mercedes. Send that to the corner to Bella Sika. And Sika back to Cambry Blackham. Cambry quiet in the third quarter. Missed a three from the corner. Here's Shea Toole. Has played really good defense. Is kind of in her hallmark. As Shea Toole Long on the triple and the rebound to Thomas. It is crazy to watch New Age basketball. They used to have the old fast break rules from John Wooden and others bending toward the rim, and now it's just staying flared out and wide. And we've seen a couple of times where Syracuse been able to break the press on the dribble and allow one defender to guard three people. As the shot does not go, rebound, fought for, saved in, and back to Barker. So an extra 35 seconds coming for Syracuse. Thomas. Oh, two players there. It's Courtney Barker. If Thomas stops, she's got an easy layup. At least to look at it. Thomas open for three. That's off the mark. Courtney Barker with the board. Back up with it and in. I'm not even coaching this game. It's stressing me out. Here's Bella Sika. That ball goes out of bounds. When you look at Skyridge, they've had a lot of opportunities. Well, they had a 6-point lead at one point in the third quarter, and Syracuse have just been able to stick around and chip into that. As you see the old Skyridge team just almost, that team that made it to the state championship game a year ago, almost coming through here. And then there's moments of just some lapses offensively, some turnovers, missed shots. Both teams have missed a lot of shots at the rim. There's been good defense on both sides as well. As Cambry puts her head down, misses the layup. We're going to take a look at this as Cambry Blackham earns 2 free throws. Again, we've had a lot of contact at the rim, as we've noticed all week. Is you saw that Sorensen's hand kind of flicks down. That is where that foul comes from. Unable to stay vertical. We do have a repeat winner, and we're going with this one because no one else has sent an answer in. Jace Carden. These two teams have met in the playoffs. Who owns the record? Skyridge is 3-0 in their matchups, and Syracuse yet to get a win in this matchup. Skyridge won 52-34 in the quarterfinals. As that ball comes down, it's Courtney Barker with another bucket. As Syracuse back in the lead, 2023. Skyridge won in the quarters. 2022, Skyridge won in the second round. And 2020, Skyridge won in the quarterfinals. So congratulations, Jace Carden. As on the drive is Cambry Blackham. And we're tied up at 33. Courtney Barker fouled by Moyai. Ariane Moyai. And maybe it's Moyai. So we'll go Moyai. So Mercedes Mealy comes back on. Again, tied up at 33. Go in quickly to Barker. Double comes from behind by Cambry Blackham. They're going to get her with the reach-in foul. It'll be just the second Skyridge foul of the quarter. First personal foul on Cambry Blackham. It's a good thing about the reset of the fouls. They're in quickly. And that ball poked away and got back there by Maylee Anderson. Nice hands by Shea Toole. 25 on the shot clock, inside out. Now down the baseline, the foul is going to go to Moiai. Moiai will have the third team foul. Number 2, Moiai. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. You're watching the 6A state tournament. Probably 2:59 left in the fourth quarter. We're not starting over. Maylee, there's a turnover. Taken away by Skyridge. Both of these defenses have been really, really locked in. And to force some less than optimal offense as Cambry Blackham had the ball tipped back into her hands. And Blackham gives Skyridge the lead, 35-33. Off the screen, on the drive, and it is Mealy with the block. Last bucket, look at that ball popped right back into her hands off the defense from Thomas. And Cambry Blackham giving Skyridge a 2-point lead. Into Barker. Courtney back to the corner, 3 on the way, no, and the backside board to Sika. Cambry Blackham holds up top. 20 seconds left on the shot clock as we go inside of 2 minutes left in regulation. Blackham on the drive and is fouled on the take. It'll be the second team foul on the Titans. Maylee Anderson picks up the foul.
Foul charge to Avery Sanders, her second.
Oh, probably Avery Sanders, number 3, not number 2. Gets that into Cambry. Thought she'd go to the hole, didn't. Send out to Sika. Zone from Syracuse. .20 seconds left in the shot clock. Shea Toole holds up top. Now Blackham. 10 seconds. And a screen foul on Bella Sika. Team's 4th foul. So it'll be free throws to the final 120 for Syracuse. Can they take advantage of the situation? Out to Courtney Barker straight away. Was looking inside to Sorensen. Got it to her. Sorensen back out to Barker. Send to the corner. Open 3. Back rimmed. And the rebound to Mealy. And Mealy gives it up to Meyer. And now in the hands of Cambry Blackham, up 2. Skyridge does not have to be in a hurry, and also for Syracuse, play defense, get the ball back. 20 seconds on the shot clock, about a 26-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so no need to give anything up here if you're Syracuse. And a 5-second closely guarded on Cambry Blackham. Lost track of where she was. Now, Syracuse with 36.9 left and a fresh shot clock. Essentially can wind this thing down to try to tie it up and send it to overtime. Imagine Coach Hamlin's going to run a set and then take a timeout. Probably around 15 seconds on the shot clock. And now he takes it at 23 seconds. So timeout on the floor. And it is a full timeout, a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. As we'll be right back. 24.3 left in regulation. Are we going to overtime? We'll find out when we come back. Welcome back into a little Dua Lipa at the Huntsman Center. Who's levitating at the end of this one? 24.3 left in regulation. Syracuse with the ball. A chance to tie the game and potentially force overtime. Courtney Barker has had the best offensive night for Syracuse. He's also being guarded by the best athlete on the floor, and Mercedes Mealy. Barker comes on the screen. Down the lane, send it out for 3. It's short. Rebound, still loose, and we're going to have a foul on Courtney Barker.
Number 20, Courtney Barker, 6.
Apologize about that. Slipped. That was not a foul on Courtney Barker. I'm sorry. Shea Toole hit the deck. That was not a foul on Courtney Barker. I don't use the B word a lot anymore, but that was brutal. We'll take one more look at it. Shea Toole did hit the deck. That was not from Courtney Barker. Got fooled on a dive. Good sell there by Shea Toole, but mercy me. And a game we've been super physical. That is just unconscionable. Timeout, we'll just mute. We're not going to send you to another commercial. We'll stay right here. You're watching the 6A state tournament. To have the timeout, 2 timeouts each. The possession arrow belongs to Syracuse, so if they can get a jump ball, they want to burn a timeout to get the ball back. But who knows if there'd be a foul on that play too. So into Blackham, and now the foul given as Cambry will go. Well, actually, won't go anywhere. That's only that is the 4th team foul after the phantom call on Courtney Barker. So I'll give one more to be in the bonus. And a kick ball off the foot of Cami King. They get that into Sika, and Sika is quickly fouled by Avery Sanders. So Sika will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Big free throws for Bella Sika. I'm not sure why they were throwing the ball back. So Bella Sika steps up to the line. She puts both these away. It's really close to icing this game for Skyridge. And the free throw is good. Clutch from Bella Sika. But it's still a 1-possession game. Remember, clock will not stop on a made bucket. So if they get up 2 possessions, Syracuse has got to score quickly and use their timeouts as she misses. 1-possession game. 10 seconds. And now a timeout to Coach Hamblin. 9.9 seconds as Sika splits the pair. And it's a 30-second timeout, a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. You want to look good. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you'll be good. If it's on the floor or if it's in the boardroom, on the sales pitch, or anything else you're doing, go to Utah Facial Plastics and learn more about their hair restoration program. And also, if you got some unwanted little cracks and everything else in your forehead like I do, you get a little bit of treatment there too. Call 801-960-3137 at Utah Facial Plastics offices in Draper and in Layton. And if you get in there, see one of my family members, Doug Henstrom, tell him hello. Doug, one of the good guys. All right, 9.9 seconds left. It's interesting to see where Syracuse is going to go for this shot to try to tie this game and send it to overtime. I don't see Thomas on the floor, so we'll see where this ball goes. Want to take it early in the clock if you can, as there's the inbound into Avery Sanders. And 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. They get a look. The shot on the way, off the iron, and that is it. Skyridge with the win. Syracuse. An absolute slugfest of a battle. And Skyridge gets the win, 36-33. And they will advance to the 6A semifinals. And they're now 4-0 all-time against Syracuse in the playoffs. It wasn't the prettiest game. It didn't need to be. It just needed to be a game that you could win, and that's what Skyridge did. They were up, they were down in this ball game, able to battle back, get the win, and take this one 36-33